Hi, I'm Catherine Story. Welcome to my channel, House of Story. I'm reviewing my book and I'm basically going over the chapters and giving you the high points. This one is building your network. This one is a pretty meaty chapter. A lot of it, we hear about what we should be doing, like this whole thing about should be doing, but like being your own boss, you have to have discipline. You have to really force yourself to do some of these things that maybe you're not in the mood to do if you want to further it along. And I'm talking to myself because I know for myself, I'm like, no, I can just do a couple posts and maybe, I'll get some traction there. No, you need to go out into the world, mix with people, talk to people, follow up with people. That's why it's challenging to really be doing this all on yourself, because if you don't have those qualities, then you need to find somebody else that can help you so that you're getting this part of your brand together. Building your network is everything from not just from business, like selling in other stores or getting private clients. It's also people talking about you. Like if you have a picture of you with somebody at an art opening and you're tagged, well, you are creating energy and influence. You're actually creating that attention where somebody's like, well, who's that? I love the way they look. So these little things, even if we don't want to do them, we have to do them. So that's like just part of it, is you have to get out there. If you go to school, go to the different things that the school has planned, be a part of everything. I find that, when you're younger, it is, life is not as complicated. You might think it's complicated, but it really isn't. And I know that not everyone that is starting to be a designer or an artist is necessarily young, but if you are young, and I mean under 30 or under 40 even, you have a lot more energy than you think you do. And as time goes on, you don't really want to go out all night long, and things change, or you have babies all of a sudden. So wherever you are in your life, find something else to do. And I'm talking to myself, like I said, a yoga class. I've been living in Miami now for 3 years, and I have a great yoga studio right around the corner, and I haven't been. And every time I go back and forth, I'm bi-coastal, I go, will you take a yoga class this time? And there's just a block. It's like, I'm just getting stuck in my little groove of what is comfortable for me to do. And that comfort is actually like stagnation. I mean, I know it and I believe it. So I'm just saying, where you can push yourself a little bit more. Like, you're the only one that knows. You can look in the mirror and go, yeah, you did great. You did all these things you said you were going to do, but you're kind of being lazy here. And maybe it's not going out. Maybe you need to stay home more. Definitely connect with other designers, see what they're doing. The thing about going to art openings and talking to people, suddenly maybe there's an opportunity for you to be showing in the art gallery. With the whole fashion industry the way it is now, and especially with the sustainable fashion, there are a lot of galleries showing fashion as art. So go dress up, do the wild thing, be outrageous so that they can, you'll get attention somehow through that. And it might not happen the first time. You might end up just having a great time, and that's even extra, right? Social media. Some people aren't into it. I know that what I learned, and I jumped on Instagram really early on because I've had a boutique since before the internet, which, can you believe it? Like, we didn't have this tool, and it's such a wonderful tool to have, that you can post a picture of something and sell it the same day. I mean, and you really can. It's happened to me many times, where before you would have to, it sounds so archaic, but you'd have to put an ad in maybe the local paper or the local magazine, or that's how we used to generate sales. Mailing, we used to mail things, snail mail. So if you aren't good at it, what I learned from the beginning is use it, don't let it use you. So that, to me, that means, once I start getting suckered into zombie world, it's using me, and I'm very aware of that, and I correct myself all the time. Now, there's times I just let myself go into zombie land, especially in an airport. I'm just like, what else am I going to do right now? I read a magazine also, but use social media. Find a way that works for you. If it's doing your draft post for the week all in one go, the thing about, if you are very conscientious about your brand, which is another chapter that we're going to be going into, if you're paying somebody to do that, you really need to make sure they're on brand with you. And nobody touches my social media but me. I have some help with my YouTube channel with some editing, but as far as Instagram goes, or TikTok, I do it all. And it's because even one little thing off, it'll make me crazy because it's not on brand for me. So, and it's free, it's like a free thing you can do. And something else somebody told me about Instagram, and I don't know what I like about it, is actually when you look at somebody's page, it almost looks like an art gallery, doesn't it? If you think about it, there's just those squares of pictures. The simplest thing to do would just be to just put a picture up there with the description, and DM me. So basically it's your gallery. And I love that thought. I've a lot of young artists, I've said, just if you can't do anything else, just do that. It's just like opening a gallery. It's free. Do it once a month, just so it's basically a business card, right? When most people nowadays are exchanging Instagram handles rather than phone numbers or cards. So they can look and they can go, yeah, I like this. I want to see more. A website, that's another level. It's more complicated. That's not really about building your network off the top, but you can build a store there, and depending on how into it you are, you don't need to open up a brick and mortar, but you do need to do events. You do need to be out in the world and be seen. I was in Milan, showing in Milan, and I happened to be sitting next to somebody that at a fashion show I was at, and she turned into this great opportunity for me in China, where I won an award. She asked me to put something into their contest. I can't think of the word right now, sorry. And I won third place. So, and it was a financial reward. So that's not going to happen in Laguna Beach. No offense, I love Laguna Beach. One of the reasons I'm in Miami is because there are more opportunities to meet people, especially during a week like this, and it's Art Week this week. So try some things, right? And push yourself to do something new, and then you might like it. Like, the only way, things are going to change is if you're going to change. And I'm talking to myself. All of this I'm talking to myself in. Rereading my book to do these for you is inspiring myself. And so it goes back to, I've heard all this before, but how much of it am I really applying? If you asked me, I could suggest some things, but how much am I really applying in my life, and how can I be better at applying it? And it's just like check those things off, but make sure you're not being hard on yourself. You're always being loving to yourself, even if you messed up or you didn't do what you say you were going to do. There's always a new day. There's always the next moment. You can change right now and do what you said you were going to do. And for me, I don't know if it's for you, I can't speak for everyone, but I like to go to bed at the end of the night and know that I didn't rip myself off, that I did as much as I could to, express and expand and be who I'm saying I want to be. So that is just a little part of building networks. There's much more to it. There's more in the book. The book is on Kindle for free, Artistic Rebel. Anything you need, you can DM me, and I'd be happy. I'd love to hear your feedback and some questions. And just stick with me. I'm gonna do the whole book, and there's 2 more books after this. So you're gonna be tired of me. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Ciao.